Hello and welcome to a Panzer Elite video. This time we will be taking a shot at one of the German scenarios. We are now in Hungary, 1944, and we are trying to defend against the advancing Soviet forces who are advancing towards Western Europe. For this scenario, we will be in command of a platoon of Tiger IIs. I haven't included the briefing screen for this one, but some minor alteration I did with the ammunition is that all of the Tigers that we have currently in the platoon are mostly equipped with kinetic energy rounds, so armor piercing rounds, as we are expecting a lot of heavy armor along this route. We will also have high explosive loadout, but most of it, what we have, is armor piercing. So we already have friendly units scattered in the area, and at the very beginning we will need to go down this road essentially, then try to reinforce some of the other platoons down there who have already been engaged. You can see that we already got artillery incoming on our position.
Our artillery is firing in support of those routes.
Visibility is not that great. You can just barely make out some friendly units on our right side. Okay, we will need to speed this up a bit. Just gonna make sure that our platoon is using column formation as we don't move along the village. And let me just jump into external view outside. So what you see here is the Tiger II model that's been out there with the first release of the Ostpak Redux mod. Since I've made some minor adjustments, as you can see, we now have like external additional tracks attached to the turret, and a lot of small gadgets on these tanks are thanks to Mercs. Sorry, I don't know how to properly pronounce your nickname, but he's been very helpful in terms of providing any and all necessary 3D objects and assistance to mod not just the Tiger II, but all of the other units that you see upgraded in the model. Most of the 3D wheels, I believe, or even maybe all of them, are coming from him. The model itself was made by Slow-Mo a couple of, or many years ago, but he was kind enough to lend it to me and authorize usage of it in this particular mod. Originally it was meant for the PP2X mod, which I believe was primarily meant as a multiplayer mod. Unfortunately, Slow-Mo has passed away, but hopefully his legacy lives on in terms of these tanks within the simulation. So as far as Ostpak Redux is concerned, I've always loved the Ostpak mod for the original Panzer Elite, but when I first saw that what type of units and enhancements they made additionally, I mean some of the models like Slow-Mo for PP2X, I just got hooked, and I couldn't get my mind out of getting the Tiger II into the Ostpak setting as well. I've been asking around the forums to somebody to do it. I was desperately begging for it, almost willing to pay somebody to implement the Tigers in this shape and form into the Ostpak mod. But eventually I ended up doing it, so that's how this whole Ostpak Redux thing started, with the Tiger II, and then eventually growing in terms of units and capabilities of what the mod can do. So with that, let me just hop back into this scenario. So there we can see already the German position being engaged. with a couple of Yak Panthers, if I see correctly, and looks like they are not doing that well, so hopefully we will be able to assist. With the Tiger 2 in this game, I think we have a fairly good representation of the actual unit. Of course, it's not like 100% simulation, but as far as like speed, armor, capabilities are concerned, I think it's very close to whatever the original was. It's a fairly slow tank, but given its size and weight, they still impressive how it was able to move around the battlefield back then. As long as you keep to the roads, you should be able to advance fairly good. We have very thick armor, so from frontal we are pretty much safe. And I'm just getting some targets called in by the commander, so let me just check. Okay, we got several IS-2s incoming. I'm gonna remain in this position. Range is around 600 to 700 meters, and we will start engaging them. And the IS-2s are some of the toughest units the Soviets can throw against us. They are very slow, tough armored. They have a very big gun, but their firing rate is fairly slow, and it's just starting to turn on me, so in terms of engaging those, you will need to look for weak spots, usually on the side of the turret, side of the tank. I'm just cycling targets for now, and we are in a fairly good position, hold down position, so only my turret is exposed. I'm gonna keep it this way. Okay, I'm hitting them, but it looks like I'm still not penetrating their armor. This one is starting to turn its side towards me. I'm gonna go for the back of the turret. I'm actually now going to switch over to special KE round. Looks like it's a whole platoon. So we need to deal with them fast. Still not going down. This one has its back to us. Okay. First one is out of action. See this one. Okay. So now I'm utilizing this high velocity KE round. Okay, so we got 2 destroyed, the other 2 have been engaged, probably damaged. Still capable of firing, so we need to take out this one quickly. Okay, we got that one as well. This is the last one of the IS-2s. I'm going to switch position. Started moving towards us, maybe with a better shot at its front. Just gonna wait until he starts climbing that ridge. So I got only one more special KE round left. I mean, we can engage from head on, but it's not really having any effect. Let's see if I can reposition one of my wingmen.
Kampfwagen bewegt sich zu Position.
I'm gonna switch over to high explosive round and try to disable the main gun. Or at least try to get a mobility kill by
Granate geladen.
destroying his tracks.
Granate geladen. Granate. Kleine Handkerngeschoss. Handkerngeschoss geladen. Kampfwagen hat das Ziel gesichtet. Suchwechsel in Formationlinie. Kanone ist nicht
I'm out of
Kleine
special
Panzergranate.
K rounds. Okay, looks like it's stuck, so I'm gonna hit it right at the driver's hatch. Go for that.
Panzergranate geladen.
Einheit wurde vernichtet.
Primäres Missionsziel erreicht.
Okay, now I get essentially the whole
Kleine Panzergranate.
platoon deployed and engaging this guy. It's still coming at us.
Panzergranate geladen. Kleine Panzergranate.
So there's 4 Tiger 2 shooting at one IS-2, still not going down.
Panzergranate geladen.
And as long as we get it from the side, so I'm just gonna shut off the tracks.
Kleine Panzergranate. Panzergranate geladen. Kleine Panzergranate. Panzergranate wird gerade geladen. Panzergranate geladen.
I think that's a record even for IS-2.
Panzergranate geladen. Kein Kampfwagen ausgewählt. Kleine Panzergranate. Panzergranate geladen.
Finally, it's done. Okay, so we took out this IS-2 platoon, but wasted quite a lot of ammunition. I mean, this single tank alone took us, I don't know, 50 rounds, maybe even more. If we would have been able to hit it from the side, it would have gone down much easier, but from the front, especially the turret front is very thick, and also around the driver area. So we still have another units out there. I'm gonna rearrange our platoon into column formation so that we are not exposed. Okay. Let's see. Unfortunately, the friendly forces which we wanted to relieve have completely been destroyed. Okay, we are getting reports of several targets converging on us. Drive. So 3 o'clock, 800 meters.
Deutsche Einheit wurde vernichtet.
Damn, we just lost one of the Tiger 2s in our platoon. Just need to hop around our platoon to see what's going on. Okay, so this is where we got the tanks coming in.
Deutsche Einheit wurde vernichtet.
Switch tanks in the meantime, and doesn't look good. Those are Su-100s, I believe. We got range. Again, we need to take those out.
Hartkerngeschoss geladen. Leider Hartkerngeschoss. Hartkerngeschoss geladen. Leider Hartkerngeschoss. Hartkerngeschoss geladen. Leider Hartkerngeschoss.
Einheit wurde vernichtet.
Hartkerngeschoss geladen. Leider Hartkerngeschoss.
Okay, we seem to have lost
Hartkerngeschoss geladen.
2 Tiger 2s already, and all of our forward and positioned units. You can see one of them burning just right next to us. So as you can see, with these new particle effects that are enabled with the updated engine, it's actually quite good. Sorry, let me just zoom out a bit so that we can just have a better view. So yeah, I think for its time and for what it is, I think it looks quite good in this sim. I'm getting a bit choppy frame rates, but that's just due to my computer being super old. Okay, let's see who's left. I've kind of been talking and not really paying much attention in terms of what's
Deutsche Einheit
going
wurde
on.
vernichtet.
And we seem to have lost yet another unit of ours, so we are down to just 1 tank. I believe this one is okay. We are down to 2 tanks. Not good. Oh, we got another units coming just right in front of us. Again, IS-2s. Okay, I need to bring down the range.
Hartkerngeschoss wird gerade geladen.
Okay, you see from the right side, it's far more easier to kill them.
Hartkerngeschoss geladen. Leider Hartkerngeschoss. Hartkerngeschoss geladen. Keine Hartkerngeschosse mehr da. Leider Panzergranate.
Damn.
Panzergranate wird gerade geladen. Panzergranate geladen.
Okay, I need to reposition our wingman.
Panzergranate geladen. Kampfwagen bewegt sich zur Position.
Let's see where we are.
Leider Panzergranate.
We got that one.
Wurde vernichtet.
There's one more left, and it's just moving around, so we have a shot on its right side.
Panzergranate geladen. Leider
I
Panzergranate.
missed. I need to move up a bit.
Panzergranate geladen.
And there's 2.
Leider Panzergranate.
As long as we can hit them from the right side or from the turret side, we should be okay.
Panzergranate geladen. Leider Panzergranate.
Both of them are down.
Panzergranate geladen.
Let's
Leider
see.
Panzergranate.
I mean, we lost quite a lot of units. I was expecting to do better than that, but I wasn't expecting any attack from our right flank. I was just focusing on this forward intersection here, unfortunately. So we're down to 2 tanks at this stage. But I believe we managed to break the main force. We seem to have one more Su-100 up in the distance. I'm just gonna put a round into it just to make sure it's dead. Range is around 700 meters or so.
Leider Panzergranate.
Let's do one more. Okay,
Panzergranate geladen.
Einheit wurde vernichtet.
okay. Now they just confirmed kill.
Panzergranate
Okay, now
geladen.
we're gonna revert back to column formation. I mean, I'm not gonna do the entire scenario because I believe after this we will need to make a push forward and engage the enemy lines a couple of kilometers down the road, which we won't do now, and fairly down in terms of units. So out of the 5 Tiger IIs that we started with, unfortunately lost 3 already. So as you can see, the Tiger II is, although fearsome, not an invincible machine. You definitely have like greater survivability chances in this tank. However, it's very easy to get like mobility kill or get your main gun disabled. As you can see, nothing but burning wrecks here, unfortunately, in terms of our defensive position. There seems to be still one Russian unit out in front of us, which is not burning. I'm not sure whether it's still active or alive or not, but nevertheless, I'm just gonna put a round into it. I'm just gonna move forward and head towards the next intersection and see how it goes. And in the meantime, let's just jump back to talking about the actual mod itself. So as you can see, for example, with the Tiger IIs, we do have a bit of a variety. I mean, this one doesn't have its mud guards set up all the way. You have like unique turret numbers, unit numbers, unit markings on them. Let's just check on our wingman who's following us. This one has its frontal mud guard removed, and we do have, although it's only aesthetics, but it looks pretty cool, the anti-aircraft machine gun attached to the commander's cupola ring. And okay, so I was a bit surprised. It's been a while since I did this scenario, and I thought we would be mainly going up against T-34s, but I wasn't really expecting that much heavy Russian armor. Okay, we seem to have a couple of few more units around the bank as well. So let me just check. What we could do is to follow the road and then engage them, or once my wingman closes up, we are going to hit this marshy terrain and just try to engage them from the side. So let's see how this goes. For me, it's usually the Tiger II that I spend most of my time with in this simulation. I like commanding the Tiger ones as well, so if you check out my mod, it's very heavily centered around these 2 tanks, but I would also say that I'm very keen on the Russian units as well. The T-34 in particular is one of my favorite tanks, so to speak, but definitely like to engage them. So those we're getting in this latest mod a bit of an update as well, in the form of better skins and some additional objects being added to them. Now most of the Russian units will have visible commanders or crew members on the top of the tanks. I think that does add a bit to the immersion as well. So it's been a while since I released any new version of Ostpak, but I think it's bound to come again sometime within the next couple of months. The next thing I would definitely want to do is to do a facelift on the M4 Shermans. I do have a few models which do have like 3D tracks and 3D wheels to them, so in a similar fashion to what I've been doing to the Tiger 1, Tiger 2s and the Russian units, the Panthers, I think I'm going to do the same by getting them 3D objects, mainly road wheels and tracks, and then start to rework some of the textures as well. So in the meantime, the other Tiger 2 is closing up, and looks fairly good. So let's see. Oh, and by the way, I should mention that this scenario is set in Hungary 1944, and I myself am Hungarian, and I'm actually living not that far away from this place, and I come from Budapest and Lake Balaton area, and I spend most of my time there. This is where we had like some of the most heavier engagements during World War II here in Hungary, and this environment is fairly good representation of what we had back then. So, and I just got T-34 looking and not doing literally anything at all. At least I can show you the exterior detail of it before I shoot it. Oh wait, they are essentially parked next to us. So yeah, there's still a bit thing to be done in terms of AI and scenario programming, but that's not my focus. Anyway, let's just hope these guys.
Einheit wurde vernichtet.
Okay, now they are mobilizing. You can probably not see me through the ridge line. So there's two down.
Panzergranate geladen. Lade Panzergranate. Panzergranate wird gerade geladen. Panzergranate geladen.
I don't know how he doesn't see me.
Panzergranate geladen. Lade Panzergranate.
Maybe they are drunk.
Panzergranate geladen. Lade Panzergranate.
Okay, that's all of them, I think.
Panzergranate geladen. Ziel gesichtet. 10 Uhr.
Okay, shit, there's one more left, and I'm completely exposed to the right.
Lade Panzergranate.
Einheit
Okay, it's
wurde
done.
vernichtet.
Panzergranate geladen.
Okay, but overall that's it for this short video. Always been interesting. I just wanted to show a bit of the current state of the mod, of what we have. Let me just park next to one of the T-34s, but I think I'm gonna do like a separate video with the Russian units. And I mean, I'm personally playing from the Russian side as well from time to time, but I like to engage them as targets. Okay, I just want to show this particular T-34, but it's popped this turret as well. Never mind, I'm just gonna park next to it. Okay. Well, you can still see some of the detail on these new models here. Actually, the model is the same. What I did is I got 3D tracks, not 3D tracks, but 3D wheels from Mercs, and those have been added. These were already present in the prior releases of Ostpak Redux. What I did since was to enhance the texturing, do a bit of additional objects added to the T-34s and some of the Russian units, but in overall it does look a bit better than it used to look in the previous version. So with that, hope you enjoyed it. Next time we will be maybe doing a video completely from the Russian side, so see you next time.